Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. It's your girl Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as Goddess on the Rise, the Copper Queen, the Flower Hoodie Queen, bringing this sacred energy exchange to y'all. All right, it's Friday day. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. So I know I'm all dressed up tonight. If you want to know why I'm dressed up this evening, it's because I'm about to be headed to a Halloween, formal Halloween party. So you actually have to dress up. You could be in like costumes, and it's not a masquerade, but I'm pretty sure people may have different little creative masks and stuff like that. But you get to like, and it's a goth theme thing too. It's a goth thing. I love stuff like that. Y'all know. So yes, I'm going to this goth themed Halloween party, and it's going to be very nice. I'm going to be networking there. I have been to this venue before. I've actually did readings at this venue. So of course I want to go back and continue support because I actually love the venue, okay? So this is going to be the new moon. Now remember I told y'all it was a Libra slash Scorpio cusping new moon since we were switching from like Libra to Scorpio season. So don't be surprised if both Libra and Scorpio messages come out. That's why I titled it that, y'all, because the moon was literally transitioning as it was becoming new, and that was a lot of energy, okay? So that's what took me so long to do it too. I've been getting so much other stuff done, you know what I'm saying? So this is my black and rose gold tarot deck. I'm going to pull from my black and rose gold tarot deck. I haven't pulled from one of my astrology decks in a while. I got to find it, but we probably going to pull from my astrology deck today so we can get some astrology messages out. Some astrology messages, okay? We need some messages. That's the energy I'm channeling. We need some messages, universal messages, okay? So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget my festival is coming up, the Witches Conjuring Festival. It is coming next Friday on October the 31st. It's on the night of Halloween, 6 p.m., 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. All the information is on my Instagram pages, Facebook pages, and if you would like to know those things, they're at the bottom of this video. Everything at the bottom of the video, y'all. Y'all know I got new merchandise in, so check it out on goddessonarise.life. Also, my readings are 50% off right now. For the remainder of the season, they're 50% off. So go ahead and jump on that. Only thing that's not 50% off is the ancestor readings and the ancient Kemet readings, okay? Those are all full price. So if you want to know about those are off me. You have to inquire about those and email me at sacredenergyexchange222@gmail.com. So thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I feel like this is gonna be a good message. It is not going to be super long since the moon has already been changing from new since it was Tuesday, I believe. All right. I believe it was this past Tuesday was a new moon. Y'all, it's just been a busy week for me, which I'm happy. I went to an event last night. Hey, how y'all doing? I went to an event last night in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and did readings there and sold some merchandise. It was at this spooky book event. So it was a lot of authors that had like spooky authors, like their books was on some different type of, witchy topics, horror topics. It was pretty cool, and I was the reader there, and I loved it. I loved it. Some of them identify as witches, so they like witch authors. You see what I'm saying? It was great. So that was something new. I plan on working with that young lady. She has a bookstore, okay? All right, let me hold on, let me do one more shuffle, y'all. They got stuck. All right, y'all. So I know I'm not channeling anything specific right now, but I do feel like something very important, as always, is going to come out that is much needed for somebody on their journey right now, especially in areas of letting go and moving on and healing their emotions. That specifically, letting go, moving on, and truly healing their emotion and embracing their emotions. Once sometimes we don't know how to embrace our emotions. We neglect our emotions. We dismiss them even too, and that's not healthy. Dismissing your emotions, okay? All right, cutting the deck, and I'm gonna ring this bell and get this into a spirit. Earth, air, fire, water, spirits of the universe, most high, higher self, and spirit guides of balanced light. Ancestors known and unknown of balanced light, please come into this space and fact the collective for a divine message for the new moon. Islam and Hotep, y'all. Islam and Hotep. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. About to get a great message this evening. I can feel it. Here we go. First card coming in already. We got the Four of Swords, okay? Look at this. Four of Swords coming in. So this is associated with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So it is an air energy. And remember I just said about stuff about letting go. So the Four of Swords is about getting things in stability and security, right? And the only way you can do that is letting go of things that destabilize you, okay? They could be people, places, things, memory, and wounds. So many things, okay? We have to unpack that baggage, okay? Be honest with yourself. Do your shadow work. If y'all would like to get readings so you can get a further message specifically about you, email me as well, like I said. But yeah, this is about getting things in order. Getting things in order. And the only way to truly do that is detaching from things that keep you out of order, okay? So obviously, I've had an example like this before. Let's just say you're trying to stop doing something. Say you're you don't want to drink anymore because maybe you trying to drive. You got trying to get a CDL, right? And as a person that drives a CDL all the time, if you have addiction to drinking, one day you're going to not be smart and make a move and think you can drink and drive because you think you're a functioning drunk, and then that could cost you your life. So obviously you're going to have to stop hanging around people that drink and influence you to drink. You see what I'm saying? It's just something you got to do because you're trying to get a CDL and get on the road, and you need to let that go anyway because you're going to be mostly on the road for most of your life. And if you always need a drink, you don't, you're going to slip up. You're going to slip up, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jay. So yes, that's a prime example. So getting your life in order is going to cause you to detach from things that no longer serve you. Okay, it's just what's going to happen. You got to do it, and if that means you have to detach from the people that are not a positive influence for you, so be it. It's for your best interest. This is your life. Okay, they're gonna get mad. It's gonna probably hurt your feelings, but that's growth. Do you want better, or do you want to stay there? Okay. So Page of Swords. Look what I look. Page of Swords, you know what I'm saying? Page of Swords. Look, somebody got to let some stuff go. So obviously, this must be some Libra energy coming out. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. New chapter coming in. And I just said that. So with this being the page, this is also associated with like a youthful energy. So somebody may feel young again. Like I tell people, when you go through different phases of your life, you shouldn't start feeling old. Feeling old is a sign of not taking care of yourself, stuck in the same place you feel like you were stuck in a long time ago, and the lack of growth. You should feel young even as you age, because these bodies do age. You should feel young because you're getting brighter and brighter. You're not getting, staying behind. You know what I'm saying? You're moving forward. You're like, man, I feel great. You should feel great about age. You know what I'm saying? Because you're moving forward instead of being held back. Okay. So you're going into a new chapter. Going into a new chapter, I tell people this new chapter is going to require for you to let go of a lot of stuff, a lot of times. Especially, it depends on how much you got going on. If you've been doing your shadow work, if you've been changing as you've been growing and doing all the necessary things you need to do to continue staying on a positive path, then it shouldn't be a lot of baggage, okay? But if for some of y'all to still holding on to people, places, ideas, and everything else, it's going to seem tougher for you going into this new chapter in your life because you've been holding on to it, thinking you could change this or bring somebody along with you or something like that, and this universe is screaming to you to let this go. It's not working. It's actually preventing you from doing what you got to do. Okay, that's the message. Yeah, these messages is coming out deep. I just did a cleanse and everything. I've rested all day because this is my off day. I'm closed on Fridays for Venus Day, and that's like a day that I focus on just whatever I need. If that just means sleep, then I sleep all day. I don't answer no emails. I don't, I eat good, you know what I mean? I journal, I do whatever I need to do. So that's the day. And Sunday as well, okay? So we got the next card coming in. We got the Eight of Pentacles. Let's ring the bell. Eight of Pentacles is a very great sign. It's associated with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. It represents wealth, okay? Wealth and infinite wealth. With the number eight coming through, okay? Somebody, you could be seeing eight. So if you've been seeing 8 or 888, your birthday is on the 8th. Your life path number is the 8th. This message is for you, okay? You are about to be very abundant. And it's not just financial abundance. You're going to be abundant in support and love, respect, health, wealth, beauty, youthfulness, righteousness, like all the things that's really important to really live a life of happiness and success. See, people think it's just money. No, we have seen it a million times that money truly doesn't make you happy. Yes, money can do things like, okay, if your car break down, of course you want to have money to fix it because that's expensive. If your house burned down, of course you want to have money to get it rebuilt. All right. If you get sick and you have to have some type of surgery or need certain types of medicines and things, you want to be able to afford that. So yes, money provides you with what you need to take care of things, that you need. If you want to take a vacation because you just been working like a dog, you got the money to do that. So yes, but true happiness is within. You could not have a lot of money. You could be down to your last $20 or 10 cent and still find joy and happiness and just being alive. That's true happiness. You cannot depend on the idea of money being your happiness. It will fail you every time. So somebody's finally getting to that place in their life where they are actually happy regardless, because they value life, specifically their life, people they love, they value their lives as well, and the people that are building with them, that show them love, and y'all are just in positive places, and y'all truly genuinely care about yourselves and each other. Somebody, you just, that's what I said, you have literally turned a new leaf. What you thought was valuable in the past, you value some of the smallest things, like peace, happiness, health, waking up every day. Like somebody probably praying more and literally thanking the universe or thanking God or whoever you pray to or whatever you pray to every day now. Like, you're grateful. You get it. Now you had this wake up. So somebody definitely probably going through a rebirth right now, spiritual awakening. That's the message coming through. Another 8. See, look. Ooh, this is 8 of Swords too. Woo! 8 of Swords. All right, some air energy coming through. 8 of Swords. Okay, so this is some more Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. All right. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So look, number 8 coming through. You remember, swords is always symbolism, obstacles and struggle, even spiritual warfare. So somebody, you could be you battling some things mentally and emotionally right now, and you feel like you just in a tug of war and you don't know which way to go or what to do. That is a time to really talk to your ancestors. I would recommend, if you talk to your ancestors, or even if some of you love nature work, go outside and meditate with a tree. I got my tree trainer in my yard. If y'all, do, but you're going to have to go to a higher source, you know what I'm saying? Or the most high, whatever or a deity that you trust, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to, it may be some deeper work that you need to be done. Talking to your shadow self too. So that's another thing. Some of this stuff just be demons lingering, like they refuse to let you go. Ooh, what's ringing the bell? That message just came out. Sometimes it's lingering demons. These demons, let me explain to you something about demons. Demons sometimes are born with you. Everybody's born with a guardian angel, and everybody's born with demonic spirits, because this is hell we're living in here on earth, and as above so below. So sometimes demons, when you're fighting them and winning, they want you to think that you're not winning, because they keep lingering on in the background and triggering you in little small ways and trying to convince you, and you have to be stronger than that demon. Okay? You made up your mind. You made your choice. So say they keep waving a liquor by every time y'all know, every time you're trying to stop doing something to change, you keep being presented with the temptation. That's how this spiritual attacks work. So if you want to give up drinking, I bet you every time you ride down the street, you keep riding by liquor stores, or every time you see somebody, it's a commercial, somebody promoting your favorite liquor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody promoting your favorite liquor. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or every time you meet somebody, they hitting you up like, hey, we heading out for drinks, inviting you for drinks. You see what I'm saying? And that's just an example. It can be anything. This could be done with sex. This could be done with smoking. This could be done with, maybe you have a money spending addiction. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's always something. And that's because that is a a lower vibration in you that you're gaining control over, and that's all they got to pull on you, because everything else probably about you has been going great, so they want to pull on the one thing that is probably your weakest flaw. That's their job. That's how they work. Don't that sound terrible? That's how they work. But do not give in. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Let's ring the bell. Stand strong. You always gonna be tempted. But they say Christ got tempted himself. So you're always gonna be tempted. That does not mean give in ever. And that's what makes you strong. All right. Congratulations for somebody fighting this beast out here. Okay. So 6 of Cups. Let's go. Okay. Here come the water. Thank the universe. Okay, because I was like, goodness. Okay, here come the water. So the 6 of Cups is going to be some more Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy coming through. And y'all know it's Scorpio season. Happy solar return, Scorpios. I love y'all, okay? I don't care what everybody say about y'all. I love y'all. So look, Scorpios, listen up. Any water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, listen up, okay? Something about your emotions is starting to truly persevere. Like somebody's in love with themselves. That's coming out. Somebody, you're in love with yourself. When you're in love with yourself, and not in a cocky way, you're just in love with yourself, like you know your worth now, and you know you have a beautiful heart. You know you're very loving and you're very caring. So you know your worth, and you're not selling anymore. You actually know your worth so much. Some of y'all could be single and you're content and satisfied with that. That does not mean you don't desire love and relationships, sometimes and friendship and family and all that. Like, you're still healthy in those areas as well, but you're not demanding it. You're not gonna like act like you can't live without it because you love yourself now. You're not codependent. You broken any kind of codependencies and self-doubt about yourself and any kind of insecurities. You really done cleaned that up, okay? And I tell people, even if you're still working on things, remember there's always something. You have, maybe sometimes you get a little jealous about certain things or insecure about some things. You know how to check yourself quick and be like, hey, we're not doing that. We're not there anymore. Like, you coaching yourself through this. Let's go. You're aware, you are point, like, why do you keep doing that? And like, that's the demon, y'all. I do believe in demons, like demonic forces. Yes, I do. Come on, how could you explain some of the most horrible, horrific things that have just taken place? That, like, there's incidents. I don't want to go into too much detail, but y'all know this is spooky season. There's incidents of people that just went off one day and killed family members, killed their whole family. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that person that they just had a moment or whatever that was that took over them, and they did the most horrible thing, and some of them can't even remember what they did. Y'all remember that movie For Color Girls where he dropped his kids out that window? I know that was, not based off a true story. But he was such an alcoholic, so bad. It's funny because we was talking about alcoholism just now. He was such a bad alcoholic, and whatever happened to him in the military, he never got the mental health that he could, and they played him, and y'all know that's true. That's true. A lot of people, a lot of our brothers that came back from the military did not get the help that they should have from the VA and all that, especially back then. So they was going crazy and they was abusing their wives and their kids. And it happened to different cultures, but it really happened more in the melanated culture. So that was very symbolic in that movie. And then he killed his own kids and he ended up in jail. He was still acting crazy because he didn't understand what he done. You see what I'm saying? So stuff like that, you have so somebody, you have cleared up a lot of these old wounds and stuff like that. You have really had a whole new purification about yourself, okay? Purification. You probably have learned how to forgive things. Now, forgiving people does not mean you about to allow any type of disrespect and people to pull you back down to a dark place that you pulled yourself out of. But you realize hanging on to holding a grudge and hating people and thinking you have to protect yourself from people that you are already protected because you love yourself. And now that you love yourself, you're not going to allow nobody to hurt you. So they can't hurt you. Even if they still are mean, they can say call you at your name and it wouldn't phase you because they can't hurt you because you stop giving them that much power over you. Let's go. Gotta stop giving people that much power over you. See what I'm saying? They don't have no power. What are they words? They bounce off you like ping pongs because it's not true and you know it's not true and you are secure with you and you know who you are. Okay. Thank y'all so much. So look, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Here comes some more money. Here comes some more money. Let's go. We need this money, especially right now with all this inflation. Look, these tariffs been kicking my butt staying in business. Yeah, I'm keeping it real with y'all. Like, y'all know I have a controlled good that I purchased, which is copper, and they are sending out separate like bills for shipping. So you still paying for shipping to the person that sent it to you, and then the shipping company is sending you a bill. That's the new thing. And that's why I was like, yeah, it's wild. So y'all, we need this money. So the 9 of Pentacles is associated with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And I like how the sun and the moon are together in this card. Balance and harmony. That's the message. You're finally in balance and harmony with your finances too. So, and remember, the 9 is the number of creation and creativity. So maybe you're about to birth something great. That's what some people are in the middle of creative energy. You're about to birth something great too. You know what I mean? I tell people, I'm not getting a child right now. I'm getting something you're about to do. You're about to do something and it's gonna be birth something great that's gonna really make you a lot of money. That's the message, okay? And since the sun and the moon are together, it may be something you do with a spouse or a business partner, or a business partner that's a potential spouse. But either way, you're gonna be in some kind of harmonious situation where you have the masculine and the feminine presence there for you. Okay, so that's another thing. Don't give up. So for this message is specifically coming out for somebody, for my brothers and sisters out there, men and women, whatever you identify it, that are learning how to balance your yin and yang right now as an individual. That is very challenging. With my uncle, as an individual, learning how to balance the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect about yourself is that's eternal life. So if you're a woman like me, I have a masculine side. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I have a masculine side, and this is my divine feminine side, as y'all are seeing right now. And you have to embody them both. And that can be chaotic, confusing, and it can be a struggle, okay? But you must master it to truly become you. You see what I'm saying? To truly become you, and a master of self, you have to master yin and yang. So even a man has a feminine side as well as his masculine side. He can't just live on the feminine, and he can't just live on the masculine. He has to embody them both, and that's how we actually be a better being here on earth for each other collectively, for ourselves and each other. Okay, so whoever is out there doing that and maybe struggling right now, the reason why the struggle is getting kind of tough right now is because you're mastering yourself. Let's ring the bell. The struggle always gets tough right before a breakthrough. Your soulmate could be on the way, and they trying to distract you and get you to give in on something that's not for you temporarily, and so it can mess you up. Don't give up. This is a serious message right now, because I'm feeling somebody been going through it and been confused like a mug. Don't give up. Don't give up. Justice, because justice is about to be served. Let's go. Because justice is about to be served. This is the my eye energy, okay? All right. It's the my eye energy. And I believe, and so you know what? More Libra energy is coming out. So they should let you know something. So Libras, listen up. You're about to receive justice. Okay? Something you're about to receive. Just somebody could get some settlement checks coming in that they didn't know about. Somebody, if you're going through like you could have got fired from a job, but you're about to get a better job. You could have got skipped out on a promotion for somebody else that was underqualified. They try to give you that, oh, you're overqualified, but you about to actually out past that. You know what I'm saying? Something, maybe your business is gonna take off and you ain't gonna need the job. You're gonna walk in one day and be like, I quit. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Big opportunities is about to come for you in different ways, okay? Different ways that you didn't imagine. If there's a court case you need to win, that's gonna happen for you. You're not gonna lose. And don't worry about nothing. You're gonna win. Just listen to me. You're gonna win whatever court case, whatever court battle. If somebody has some legal affairs, legal issues, suing somebody, you're gonna win. Don't worry. All right, you're gonna win. People are going to be a people. The message is people are going to be apologizing you for doing you wrong. Okay. Somebody said I put a love potion on them. Did I? But yeah, somebody said, excuse me, yeah, something said that you're gonna be having people apologizing to you. So people that really like slept on you, did you wrong, treated you bad, and this is old. This, you know what's bad about this is old stuff. This could be people that did you wrong in your childhood, some of your young adulthood. They're gonna be looking back like, man, why didn't I treat him right, or why did I do that to him, or why did I do that to her? And look at them now, and I could be, man, we could be tight. I knew them. See, people about to start having some regrets because you about to turn, you don't turn a new leaf, and you about to be recognized on a little level. So they're gonna be regretting that they treated you like you was just a regular person. Or, and you know what, I don't even like saying it because everybody should be treated equally. I don't care if it's a poor person. You know what, I went to the store the other day, y'all. I just had to get a couple of things from the grocery store, and this lady asked me did I have any money for food, and I've been homeless before, y'all, and I had to ask people for money when I was homeless. So I wasn't about to look down on her. She asked, all I had in my, I didn't have any cash, and the cash I did have was straight change. So I just gave her $1.60 change, what I did have. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really carry cash. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't like look down on her. I have been homeless. I know what that's like. I have stood on the street and asked for money because I didn't have anything. If y'all don't know my story, I told her that story about how when I was homeless, and look at me now. So everybody deserves respect. So you should never think you should disrespect anybody because you don't know their story. So we need to stop doing it anyway, and we'll stop having these times and moments of regret for not treating people right. Just treat people right because you don't know who they are. People be having these. How many famous people have talked about being homeless? That's another thing. Aren't y'all listening? They say, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been, and that's another thing. That's what encouraged me when I was homeless. Listen to other people talk about how they used to live out of their cars. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have a car to live out of, y'all. I was 17. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I didn't have a car to live out of. I was living off the streets. And every now and then I was couch surfing when different people would let me stay with them for a night just to not be on the street. But see, that's what you don't know. So, but justice is about to be served, so don't worry. Oh, the fool. Ooh, the fool. All right, the fool. All right, the fool is about transformation. All right, it is associated with some Scorpio. It could be associated with the Scorpio energy as well. Okay, so somebody, yeah, you see, anytime this card come out, he always standing on that cliff, right? looking like he about to take a journey, living on the edge. You know what I'm saying? The message is, don't get too caught up in the moment and forget where you're going and take a wrong turn. Ooh. Don't get too caught up in the moment and forget where you're going and take a wrong turn, okay? Enjoy your life. Yes. Enjoy your life. I told you I'm about to go to a Halloween party, a formal Halloween party. So enjoy your life. Shine bright. Have fun. But remember your goals. So I'm saying, don't get detoured. Because that happens all the time. That's why, see, a lot of us been in hermit mode, but see, now it's time to learn how to balance hermit mode and still get out there and live life. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't stay hidden away forever. You're gonna have to learn how to, because certain situations, like if you want to receive justice, this justice could be it's somewhere you're networking at. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get out and meet people and get people on your team and vice versa. You know what I mean? You got to expose yourself. You can't get help if nobody know you need help and you ain't talking to nobody. You see what I'm saying? So it's time to put yourself out there and get some people on your team. All right? But don't be a fool though. Don't be a fool. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Here we go. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's go. This queen is doing it big. You see this queen sitting on her throne. Queen of Cups got everything she need for herself. She loving herself. She praising herself. She worshiping herself. She know her worth. She is a bountiful body of love. Okay, bountiful body of love. Okay, and look at that. Look at that sun star energy. Something right there beside her. She has light within her. That's another thing. She shines so bright. She doesn't have to attempt to stand out. She stands out naturally. That's the message. Her love is felt when you're in her presence, and even when you're not in her presence. She just radiates love. That's the message, okay? But definitely, if you're in the same room with this divine feminine, it sounds like you can feel her love. And so certain people are so drawn to, they get a little bit obsessed and stuff. They want a taste of it, right? Look, y'all better watch out. These divine feminines is like that. It's like that. That's why, back in the day, in royal days, it was certain women that you couldn't even look upon. She had to be covered. I told y'all about that when I did that live I did a while back about veiling. Y'all know I'm veiling right now. But she had to be covered, and the veils and everything she was wearing, the crowns and her face being covered, protected her, because people looking upon her used to lose their mind. They would lose their mind. They would try to kidnap her. They would, whatever. They wanted to touch her. They would cry and weep and stuff. You know what I mean? Because her beauty, it wasn't just her physical beauty that was so capturing. It was her essence. You know what I'm saying? They could literally feel her aura. Yeah, that's what's going on. So this queen, you gonna know who she is, because this is how I'm describing this. This is exactly how she's gonna feel. Okay, and so it sounds like somebody is about to get aligned with this divine feminine. This could be your person, and the message is you're going to have to take it easy. If you can't handle her energy now, you're not gonna be able to handle it if you try to become her king or queen. Take it how it resonates. So if you can't, not I don't, what, handling is not a good word because she's not an object. But if you can't, channel with her now and stay calm and respecting her and respecting her boundaries, and keeping her protected even from you. Don't possess her or nothing like it. Don't try to control her, nothing like it. She's not gonna even give you the time of day. She already been through that. All right, so control yourself. Remember, she is a person that you need to respect and love and honor, and vice versa. She's going to do that for you. Do not try to control her. Do not try to possess her. It's nothing wrong with protecting her because she wants protection, but you cannot become so overprotective that you just try to keep her hidden and closed off, even in places that she doesn't want to be. That's what I'm saying. Don't try to control her. You know what I mean? That's the message. Don't do that. Because more than likely, if you don't try to control her, you'll get the results that you want. Because she's gonna trust you. You're her protector. So if you tell her this is not a safe place for us to be tonight, I'm not feeling it. Can we just, go somewhere else a bit more where I could better protect you? Yeah. You're gonna have to learn how to talk with this divine feminine. You can't just be telling her what to do. It just doesn't work like it. You'll get more out of her talking to her like a person and giving and letting her make sure she knows she has a decision, because she does. That's what I'm saying. So look, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, y'all, this is a good reading. 30 minutes in. Ace of Swords, new beginning, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? Have y'all noticed we getting straight water cards and air cards? We've been getting sword, we've been getting pentacles, we done got a few swords and some water. So this is really perfect, okay? Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? New beginnings coming through. Thank you so much. New beginnings are coming through, okay? Ace of Swords, all right? So, y'all remember, sword energy is about obstacles, struggles, detachments, letting go, and protection too. Because remember, a sword is a weapon, right? Remember, I told you no weapons formed against me shall prosper. So, regardless of the matter, you do have to protect yourself in this new beginning. Remember, I told you I was just describing this divine feminine, and that's another thing. Even the divine feminine, like I said, when you have a man in your life that is protecting you, and he's really protecting. Men feel stuff too, y'all. That's another thing. Men may not have women's intuition, but they have strong, very strong masculine instincts. They can feel danger before it comes to, especially a man in tune with his mother earth energy. You know what I'm saying? His feminine energy. So if he's telling you we're not safe here, no, we're not going there, you need to listen. And you shouldn't get with somebody that you don't respect him either. Okay, that's the message. So trust the king that you pick, that he's gonna protect you too. He like, cause he's protecting himself too. Cause of course that's another thing. He's protecting himself. So of course, since you are his responsibility as well, if he feeling something, he ain't gonna stay here. If you wasn't here, he wouldn't stay. Why would he leave you there? You see what I'm saying? That message just came out for somebody. Cause somebody, okay, look, this is the message. Somebody is not used to having a protector, and it sounds like it's the female. The female in this situation is not used to having a protector. She used to being a protector for herself, and now that you're gonna add a masculine to the mix, you're gonna have to learn how to allow this person to protect you as well. You are always gonna be protected, but you're gonna have to let the masculine protect you too. That's the whole point, right? It's ring the bell, okay? So somebody you need to get used to being protected, okay? You wanted this, so let the man protect you. All right, this person loves you. This look, Three of Pentacles. Okay, good. Here we go. Look, some more money. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So look, Three of Pentacles. The number three. You know, the number three is the number of the Holy Trinity, and I love it. It's shaped like almost like a pyramid energy right there. So y'all gonna have money. That's another thing. Both of y'all sound like y'all gonna have money. Y'all gonna have wealth in y'all family. So, and it sounds like both of y'all have been building wealth individually, and y'all gonna start, but y'all gonna get more money together as a family. That's the message. Y'all gonna build, and that's something somebody been wanting. They've been wanting to build with their family. So y'all gonna have more money together. All right, more money together. Once y'all have this alignment and y'all join and be together, because something y'all both do for a living is going to complement each other in the most positive way, definitely financially, but holistically, spiritually, and emotionally, it's going to benefit y'all. It's going to be like the whole package, okay? So money is just going to be really, y'all making money together is going to be the icing on the cake. Y'all actually going to spiritually be connected, emotionally be connected, and intellectually and mentally connected. That's a big deal, y'all. So it sounds like y'all some sapiosexuals, all right? Sapiosexuals is a big deal. People like to be mentally stimulated and have conversations that y'all know what each other's talking about. You see what I'm saying? Versus trying to always talk to somebody from the standpoint of you're having to teach them. Now that doesn't mean y'all are not going to teach each other things, because y'all are still going to do that, but it's not going to be so as overwhelming as it was in the past, where you literally got to teach somebody everything, and then relationships feel taxing because you don't feel like that person is going to stay, really, because you really feel like they with you because they want to learn from you. And that happens, y'all. People get with people that's very smart. They think they know the only way they're going to get to know as much as they know is trying to get close to them. So people literally get with people and target people just because they want to learn from them, instead of just, if they do something for a living, like say they teach classes, or say they're life coach, you don't want to pay them, so you try to manipulate them through love, and that's not cool. That's not cool. So this person has probably dealt with that, so they know how that is. Where they've done literally educated a bunch of people in their life, and they've gotten left because the people didn't really truly want them. They just wanted to know what they know for themselves, and they really didn't love them. So this is going to be a big change, transformation for them, being with somebody that they don't have to worry about doing that. They're not going to leave because this is their person. Okay, this is not a love message, but it's coming out that way. It makes sense because it's the Libra slash Scorpio energy, and Scorpio Libras is ruled by Venus, and Scorpio is a love energy anyway. It's a love season, because y'all know it's cuffing season. Look. So this is all love messages coming out anyway, because it's getting you ready for the spring equinox. Okay, so choose wisely. All right, choose wisely. All right, it's cuffing season. So look, Seven of Pentacles, exactly. Seven of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Okay, Focus on your money. So this is the message, okay? You're not going to find your person or be aligned with your person if you're not focused on your money, because your person is getting money right now. Let's ring the bell on that. Your person getting money right now, okay? Cuff wisely. Yes, you got to cuff wisely, bro. Your person is out here getting money and they're very focused on their money. It makes sense with this earth energy. Earth signs, I'm a Virgo. So earth signs, we cannot help it. Virgos, Taurus, Capricorn, we focus on the bag. And it's just, and if you're not bad, if you're not out here getting the bag, it's not gonna work. Okay. We gotta be able to get this bag together. That's a big deal. So that's the message, y'all. Get focused on the bag, okay? And as you keep on focusing on this bag, you're gonna keep having alignments with your person until one day y'all gonna be like, let's just work together. Would you mind? Y'all gonna start. It's gonna start like that. I feel like y'all gonna start off on business too. It ain't gonna be a relationship thing. It's gonna start off in business and may transform into a relationship because y'all gonna do such great business together that y'all gonna start being together all the time. And it's gonna be getting great. And as y'all doing that, y'all know. Do I need to pull from them love cards today? Y'all gonna start hooking up. For y'all gonna be like having late nights where y'all like, are you hungry? I know it's late, but we've been working all night together and I can, treat us to a meal. And here we go. Here we go. Like, here come the meals, talking after work, talking about stuff, and y'all can relate to each other. Then y'all maybe having a little drink, and then one day something gonna happen. I'm gonna stop right there. But y'all know how them go. Pay attention, all right? The Chariot. Look, the balance is coming through. Somebody about to go on a trip. Are y'all ready? See? That's why I said follow the bag. Because this bag about to take you to some places too. Yeah. Just be patient. That's another thing. I know I'm telling y'all this now, but remember we in the future energy right now that we did through past, present, and future. So this is in the future. That means it could happen a year later. I don't have a specific timeline or no dates and stuff. But this is in the future. So future could be a year from now. It could be 6 months from now. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, just be patient and stay focused on the present things. Okay? Don't start living in the future. Stay present. Because I be doing it. That's my Aquarius moon and rising be having me like, nope, stay right here. So yes, look at this. The Chariot is always about travel, taking a trip, balance and harmony, as y'all see. All right. So somebody you going on a journey. So you're in a new. Remember, we've been hearing about. We had what was it? We had what was the Ace of Swords? Yep, we had the Ace of Swords. That was a new beginning, and we had the Page. So look at that. We had the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. All new beginning energy. Okay, and now the Chariot. So yeah, somebody you about to go somewhere, and you don't really see this coming. Let me pull from my astrology that you don't see this coming, but you're about to go somewhere. Like some kind of trip you're gonna have to go on. Something is gonna require you to move around. Give me a second, y'all, because I'm trying to find this deck. A deck that I here. Why did I put this deck all the way down here? I'm trying to find this deck, but yeah, somebody you about to have to travel. That's the message. You're about to have to travel. Get ready. That's another thing. So what they say, get ready so you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Get ready, okay? And I feel like the trip you're gonna take is where you're going to meet this person, okay? It may not be planned. So that's another thing. It may be a complete surprise when you run into this person. You may get invited. Just imagine getting invited to something and you accept, right? You got invited and you accept. And then this person shows up into your life and boom. You know what I'm saying? It could be as simple as that. That's the message. It could be as simple as that. So that's another thing. Start taking invitations. Because that's another thing. Remember I told you I got to come out of hermit mode and stuff. It's time to come out of the solitary energy and move on. Y'all see me. I'm going to a Halloween party tonight. You know what I mean? I be out here networking. I know. I be out here. Look, I'm taking flyers with me so I can post flyers about my event. You got to stay out here. And so that's how you meet people. They see people watching you. You don't know who watching you. I know I'm a Virgo, so I'm very observant. I'm a very observant person. I don't say nothing, but I'm watching. I'm watching and I'm paying close attention. I'm an analyzer. I can't help it. I just do. All right. Hence, I'm an oracle. Why would I not be observant? Okay. So this is my astrology deck, y'all. We're gonna get some astrology messages coming out. I haven't used this deck in a minute. I don't know why. But it just popped back on my radar. Okay. So let's see what comes out. Cut in the deck. I love it. I've been having this deck for some years, y'all. It was one of my first astrology decks. Ooh, Inner Worlds. Look at that. Inner Worlds, okay? So it says exploring internal planes, conscious creates all of your dreams. Okay. So somebody you remember I told you about going within? What you say? Yeah, magnet, money magnet. I know that's right. It said exploring eternal planes, conscious creates all of your dreams. So somebody you may be like dreaming a lot recently. You may be like dreaming a lot, and something about your dreams is really helping you explore your like your inner world and some things that's really going on with you. Cause y'all remember the dream world is like the real world, okay? And the physical world is the this is like the matrix. That's that's what they say. So maybe pay closer attention to your dreams because they say conscious creates all of your dreams. So remember, I remember Beyonce talked about this. She said anything, and Michael Jackson said this too. But anything they ever did, like any outfit they ever picked out, concerts that they put together, and asked for this certain lighting and this certain this and that, they said they dreamed it first. Okay, so your dreams are your biggest tool. Some of your dreams are giving you like the scoop. You may not you may not need to do every single thing that you see in a dream, but it's some things that you dream about that sometimes you need to bring to life. Okay, so if you've been seeing it may need to happen, and you need to be tap into the higher self to really make that decision. And it says your inner self, exploring eternal planes. So it has nocturnal waves. Look at this. Look, sleepless dreams and seas of thoughts. Okay, what's going on with y'all? Y'all dreaming a lot? So somebody says sleepless dreams and seas of thoughts. So somebody, you really been dreaming a lot. It says sleepless dreams and seas of thought. I ain't gonna lie, I've been having a lot of dreams myself lately. I don't want to talk about it on here. But yeah, if you've been dreaming a lot, it's some so the dreams you're getting are messages of something that's coming to you. Oh my God. The dreams is something that's about to come into your life. So they getting you ready. Are y'all ready? I hope it's been some good stuff. Okay? Y'all remember, I hope it's been some good stuff. It says sleepy dreams and seeds of thoughts. So you probably been staying up, having dreams. My dreams have been waking me up. I'm gonna keep it real. So if your dreams been waking you up, stuff like this, something going on. So remember, get a dream journal and break it down, okay? All right, it got symbolism, a deeper meaning. Snake. What I tell you about this transformation? And this is the year of the snake. And look at that flower, okay? Y'all see my flower? This is my new dress. I just bought this dress. All right, look at this symbol. It has a deeper meaning. So remember, snakes shed their skin, so they always are transforming. They are feared. Okay, so snakes are feared. Our ancient Kemet ancestors work with snakes. Our voodoo ancestors work with snakes because they're a symbol of rebirth. Okay, they're very powerful. They're a symbol of protection too. And you see the flowers behind there. There's, this is somebody you may need to tap into that soft energy inside you. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being protective of yourself, but you may also need to soften up because sometimes you can protect yourself from the best thing that ever happened to you. Like sometimes people, because they've been through things and they know how they appear to people, they protect themselves so much that they put up this hard shield so people can only see that snake, right? And you see underneath, but somebody want to see that soft flower in you underneath. Ooh, who is this? Who is this? So it's time for you to let that flower out. Show somebody that flower so they can know. They don't want to know. They think it darn it. This person might bite the crap out of me. They want to see the flower. They want to see. They want to see you feeling that soft as a flower energy on you. Okay, you can balance it. This message may be coming out for a woman too. Okay, you need to learn how to balance that soft energy and know when to pull that snake out. I know I do. I bite. All right. Saturn, Capricorn. Here we go. All right, it's not even Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturn Day, actually. So with this card coming out, this is a card about economics, money, and all this. So we have right here: karma, order, structure, hard work, mature, professional, stewardship, discipline, time, creation, organizer, boundaries, commitment, materialized, slow place, and stubborn. So look, y'all know Capricorns is definitely about their money. I don't really know too many Capricorns that don't focus on their money. I'm not saying they don't exist, but most Capricorns that I know always be bosses. They are GOAT. It just comes with their energy, and their planet is Saturn, which is about that as well. Okay, so somebody, if you have any sun, moon, rising, Venus, or placements in your chart in Capricorn, this may be a message that it's time for you to tap into that Saturn energy too. And they also may help you better connect with your partner. This is what's attracting you and your partner, it sounds like, because y'all are both very highly in tune with y'all Saturn's energy, and that's going to be y'all first connective contact with each other and like real that bring y'all together, because y'all sound like y'all both some goats. Okay, didn't I say that earlier? I said somebody about their money. Okay, y'all want y'all money. Okay, it has like order, hard work. So y'all both probably hard working. Y'all very committed people. And y'all, it sound like y'all both stubborn too. That's see, and it makes sense with the snake and the flower coming out. So yeah, both of y'all. That's another thing. I know it says it sound like it's a woman, but men can be like this too. You got to think there's men out there. I've met them. It's so crazy. They are. They have been through so much crap with women or whatever their preference is. So they put up a hard shell too, and they the sweetest men. I've met them. Them the kind I like. Okay, they try to put up this hard shield like they don't like, like they don't get they don't wear their heart on their sleeve. And yes they do, yes they do, baby. You just got to get on the right sleeve. You just got to get on the right sleeve. But they've been through a lot, so they just don't let women in or people in like that. So when you meet them, they try to act like you come a dime, not necessarily come a dime a dozen, but they really be trying to put off. They don't want to, because in the past, if they poured into a woman, say they just, because they sleeve, shoulders, excuse me, they heart on their sleeve, they probably giving her flowers, taking her out, doing, calling her. They the type of person, they love talking on the phone with her. They a quality time person. They love spending time. They love kissing and all that. They love intimacy. But somebody like played them like they was, you know, too needy, or once they see their side, they try to act like they use that against them. Women have done that. People do that, y'all. See, people don't think men go through things too. There are women that once they feel like they got a man, they know his weaknesses and they use that to manipulate him and take advantage of him and do things that's not cool. Men and women have all dealt with this type of stuff apart. So this person probably is very stubborn. I'm working on it. When you learn self-love, you don't seek love outside yourself anymore. You sure don't. But yeah, somebody has been through all this, so they're not about to just throw it all in again. They've learned. So they like this person just said, they've been in a self-love journey. So it's not that they don't want to pour into you, but it's going to take them some time to build trust with you, to make sure you actually about to stay here, and you're not just wanting them for their money or wanting them for status, you know what I'm saying, or wanting them just to feel good about yourself, because people do that too. People get with people because people feel good with other people, and without that person in their life, they don't feel good about themselves. So they only go after people to make them feel good about themselves instead of embodying that on their own. See, and they target people that they see feel good about themselves, and then it messes this person up because this person truly cared about you. So men and women go through this. So we're gonna have to get out of that stubborn energy, y'all. Come on, let's soften it up a little bit, because your person ain't gonna be able to find you if you don't. So bottom of the day, it says look for the pattern, geometry. Yes, so this is the message. These are some geometry symbols. Look at the flower life up there, the Metatron symbol right there. So the message is, it says look for the pattern. So y'all know these are very, very powerful symbols, okay? So they're like, just look for the pattern. So once again, this is why it's important to know thyself. Remember, you're looking for your mirror. Your soulmate is going to mirror you. You know what I mean? So I tell people, if you're mirroring somebody and you don't like what you see in the mirror, which is somebody you're with or you're attracted to, that means you need to further work on yourself. So I tell people that just because you start mirroring somebody doesn't mean you should want that. Sometimes you running into somebody that you're mirroring, it can expose you to stuff that you don't like about yourself, that you was in denial about. So you realize, I don't want to be that. If that's what I look like when I do this, or when I act like that, when I operate like that, I need to change that about myself. Now I've done that, y'all. I've dated somebody and I saw some things that they was doing and I was in denial. And I'm like, that's the stuff that I do. And I stopped talking to that person and I fixed that. Because they weren't trying to work on themselves. You know what I'm saying? And what I look like calling them out about themselves. And I mirrored it too. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped talking to that person. I was like, no, this is not going to be me. So that's the thing. If you see that, you keep getting better and better till you mirror the person that exactly the way that you want to be, in a positive place. Don't stay with the people that's supposed to be karmics. And you're supposed to learn. You know what I'm saying? Move on and learn and get rid of it. That's what that's what those experiences are for. You're not supposed to get with everybody and think everybody is your person. Sometimes you get alignments with people because they are a lesson for you. Okay? So let's pull. I feel like, what other deck do we need to pull from? Since we had a love message come out, I'm trying to figure out if we need to do a love message. Because what time is 49 minutes? Okay. Maybe not. I'm not. Look, I tell people I'm not channeling no specific day. Well, you know what we can do? We can pull for my moon day. Let's get some moon messages. Moon messages never hurt, okay? Yeah, this is my moon message called Mystic Moon Oracle deck. I sell it on my website, goddessontherise.life. If y'all would like to get that deck, it is on my website. All right, I'm going to be working an event tomorrow at Hadley Park here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's called the Domestic Violence and Cancer Walk. All right, y'all know I'm a domestic violence survivor. Thankfully, my mother, she actually is a cancer survivor. So we just talked and seen each other today. So I probably gonna be we've already hung out and stuff, but I'm more likely gonna be giving her a shout out because she's a strong woman. All right. So yeah, anybody y'all know any cancer survivors, and even if somebody that they have a family member or a spouse or something that didn't survive or a friend, they should come out and support. I'll be there doing readings. Okay, be there doing readings. And I have my whole shop set up. I'm okay. I'm gonna have a tent and everything. So come out. All right, hold on. Get a couple more shuffles, and then after this deck, I'm probably gonna wrap it up, y'all. The moon done did its thing already. All right, here we go. Full moon in Aries. All right, this full moon in Aries card. So it says the warrior fury. Embrace your inner warrior and stand up for what you believe in, using the full moon's illumination to gain clarity and strength. And you look, this actually fell on the inner world card that I pulled earlier. Y'all remember that? That inner world card that I pulled. And look, it said embrace your inner warrior. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It said embrace your inner warrior. So yeah, somebody you need to remember I said don't protect yourself so much you protect yourself if somebody is for you. But you gotta know when to let up that wall and when to let it down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know. But it said your inner warrior. So somebody you gotta get strong out here. That's giving me and it's an Aries, and whoever the Aries, that message coming out for you. Any Aries placements, you got to be a bit more stronger. You got to learn how to fight. And fighting doesn't always mean physically fighting. You got to, like I said, you need to learn how to stand up for yourself. So don't let people just run over you. Don't let people just talk over you. Don't let people just say anything to you. Speak up and speak out and shut it down. All right? Shut it down. It's time to be more opinionated. All right, new moon, fresh beginnings. Let's go. And this is a new moon, okay? This is a new moon reading, okay? Fresh beginnings, y'all. This is the message. It says right here, the new moon signifies the start of a new cycle, new beginnings, and a time to plant new seeds. This card represents the fresh energy of new beginnings and encourages you to set new intentions and manifest your deepest desires. Yes. So I've been saying that. Y'all definitely need to be manifesting right now. You should have already done it, okay? But this is the time. Put the intentions and the actions behind it. That's another thing. You can't just have the intentions and not have the actions. What they say, prayer without work is dead, right? So manifestations without actions that you want to align with what you want to happen in your life, it's not going to work out, okay? Put the actions on there. So full moon and Cancer. Here comes some water. Time is now. That's right. They have it there. Allow yourself to ebb and flow with the emotional currents of the full moon, while also setting boundaries and protecting your emotional well-being. Now look, y'all, look at that. Hold up. Remember, see, all this stuff is coming out about protection. Okay, so yeah, it said protecting your emotional well-being. So remember, I said when that Saturn card came out about somebody, and look on the snake symbolism. Remember I told you about learning how to be more soft, a bit more soft, and allowing yourself to open up to some things and not being so hard. But also they don't mean don't protect your emotional well-being. So I said, remember, somebody been going through forgiving people and letting things go. Forgiving doesn't mean let people back in that hurt you in the past. Okay? Forgiving does not mean let people back in that hurt you in the past, especially when they haven't changed. You know what I'm saying? You still have a right to protect your well-being. So when I say protect yourself obviously from people that have hurt you. And but like, when you're going through new beginnings right now. So as you meet people, you're going to always naturally protect yourself because you're not going to allow them to hurt you, because it's the way that you operate now versus how you were operating back then when you wasn't protecting yourself at all, and you were easily accessible to people, and you allow people to take advantage of you because you didn't have boundaries. You see what I'm saying? Now you have boundaries, so you ain't got to worry about nothing there, because it's lines that people can't cross with you because your boundaries are there. That's what boundaries do, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, since I've had boundaries when I didn't have boundaries in the past, I didn't have boundaries in my past, and I have them now. Now it's stuff that just doesn't happen to me anymore. Now sometimes your circle gets smaller. Mine did. My circle got real small, really to nobody down there, because it's stuff that I just want to allow no more. Okay, but guess what? I'm happier. I'm healthier. Ain't nobody talking to me crazy. Ain't nobody putting their hands on me. I don't deal with no bull crap. You know what I'm saying? So what? And trust me, and the people that have came into my life recently, they treat me with the utmost respect. I don't have any issues. You see what I'm saying? And I don't, and that's something. These things I have always been towards other people. I'm very respectful myself. If you respect me, I'm going to respect you off rip. What it say? Boundaries make them evolve. Like, yes, yeah, that's what I said. So yeah, you're not gonna deal with stuff no more off rip because you have boundaries. That boundaries soon as somebody come at you sideways, you like, hold up, you where the sword at? You got the sword up. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? And you're like, you know what? Let me get out of here. All right, absence, taking your presence away is the best thing ever. Just ghost them. Get away. So we got the new moon in Cancer. We had a full moon in Cancer and new moon in Cancer card, okay? It has the nurturer's reflection. Use this time to reflect on your emotional needs and connect with your intuition. Drawing on Cancer's caring and intuitive energy. What did I just say? Yeah, somebody, you about to really have some love coming through, something new coming through that you're going to have to learn how to love or something. Like really be better about love and opening up. So it said, reflect on your emotional needs and connect with your intuition. So yeah, you have to know what you need. You see what I'm saying? Emotionally. See, it was a time I can speak on this now. I didn't even know what I needed. I didn't know what I wanted or what I needed. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people don't even need nothing. You may be one of them people that you really ain't one of them people that's super needy. You don't even need it. Like it could be something simple as a phone call, quality time, or you like peace and quiet. You may like solitude. I'm a solitude woman. You know what I'm saying? I love my solitude. I'm a hermit. So, but I do love being around positive people and stuff like that. But I'm very, very much a lone wolf. And I didn't know that about myself until I finally spent time with myself and felt how it felt to be in my own energy. I would remember I was too accessible. Everybody liked to hang with me, so I would take like, oh yeah, we can hang. And when I stopped doing that, I realized I really don't like being around them people like that all the time. I'm really picky about who I hang with, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. Somebody you need to go into hermit mode and reflect on some of your emotional needs, so you can realize sometimes you be receiving too much. Sometimes that's me. I don't like being around super large crowds. It's too much. I don't need all that energy. So you gotta know yourself. So that's what solitude does. You get to know yourself. You can know what you do need and what you don't need. You know what I mean? Then you can know what you can do with a spouse. Like me, I can't have a needy spouse because you're gonna get neglected. I'm gonna go in my room for about 5 hours straight and you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying because I'm taking some time to myself. I need some space. Okay? We in the house together, dang. Yeah, I done had some problems. It's tough out here. I'm like, dang, go play some golf or something. Go play golf. Dirt. All right, so look. Total solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse. Bottom of the deck is the last card, all right? It has the cosmic reboot. A total solar eclipse is a rare and powerful event that can bring about significant change. Use this card to harness the energy of the eclipse and release any limited beliefs or patterns, okay? What was that card about? Patterns. We had a card about patterns. What was that? I can't remember. It was a card about patterns or something, okay? But yes, you got to let go. Oh, here it is. Look. And they both bottom of the deck. Thank you. Okay. So look, it has right here what they say. Definitely a lone wolf and driving a truck over the road gave me peace. I know that's right because you're on the road by yourself, right? Thank y'all, truck drivers, for because I use y'all all the time. Y'all be delivering my stuff. So it has. Remember this card about looking for the pattern, y'all. So it says a total solar eclipse is a rare and powerful event. It says release any limiting beliefs or patterns. So yeah, somebody, it's time for you to you gotta know you gotta know your patterns, good and bad, to know what you need to let go of. And remember how I was giving an example about seeing something and somebody else mirroring it and realizing I do that too and I need to let that go? Same thing. Okay? So it said it got release and limit any limiting beliefs or patterns. So it's time to release any old patterns, any old stuff, any old patterns or beliefs that's not serving me. Look, I'm pulling this up. New Moon in Scorpio. It ain't the bottom of the deck card, but it came after this card. It lets you know. Confirmation. New Moon in Scorpio. I'm gonna read it too. It has embraced transformation and let go of what no longer serves you, using Scorpio's intense and transformative energy to rise from the ashes. Let's go. Happy Scorpio season, Scorpios. Let's go. It's time, y'all. This is all new beginning energy. It's time for change. It's time to let go of stuff that ain't serving us no more. If you're doing stuff you know is a bad pattern, the bad habits, let them go now. Let them go now, okay? So like I told y'all, this is the end of this reading. I am doing 50% off on all my readings for the remainder of the season. You can email me at sacredenergyshange222@gmail.com to book those readings. Remember I told you the ancestor reading, the ancient Chime readings are not on sale because they're off menu services I provide. So you have to contact me if you want those and ask about those, and I will email you what they consist of, okay? Also, y'all know I got new stuff in. Hold on, put a new unks up. I got these new unks in. So if y'all want one of my new unks, you can go to my website, goddessontherise.life. Y'all know all my decks is on there, my incense, my copper bottles. I didn't even bring my copper bottle this time, but I got those copper bottles back in stock. Get you a copper bottle. I got new bracelets. These are some of my new bracelets I'm wearing right here. This is like a heart one. I love it. And a bangle. So you get y'all unk one. Y'all know I got all the copper jewelry. I'm the copper queen. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I'm gonna ring this bell, send this energy back to spirit. Thank you. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Y'all, until next time. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Happy new moon. Peace, love, and balance. Copper Queen checking out.